I'm building a team of only corner merchants. Never thought I'd be making a video like this, but I guess we can thank Mikel Arteta. His brazy haram ball corner tactics are about to win him a Premier League title, and I guess that's why he should be the first person in this corner merchants team. Of course, as the manager. But now we're going to be going position by position, picking the players with the most iconic corner moments. And of course, we got to start with centre-back. Players in these positions often have the best chances of scoring off corners, and there are so many iconic centre-backs who've had incredible corner moments. One person I can think of is Carlos Puyol. Funnily enough, for a centre-back, he's kind of short, but he scored off a corner in a World Cup semi-final. Harry Maguire too is a really good shot. He's got the big forehead anyways, and he uses that incredibly well during corners. There's John Terry as well. A massive portion of his goals came from corners. But okay, one centre-back that I feel should be in this team, Sergio Ramos. Who can forget that 92-48 moment that won Real Madrid La Decima? And apart from that, he scored so many times from corners. But sadly though, he's not in FC 26. EA, you've got to add Ramos as an icon when he retires. Instead though, we're gonna go with Virgil van Dijk. I mean, he's literally scored 15 Premier League goals just off corners. In fact, his debut for Liverpool, he scored off a corner. And honestly, being 6'4", defenders must just dread being near him during corners. And there you go. The first player in this team is going to be VVD. Now, once we build our entire team, we are going to have to play one game of FC 26 where our only goal is to score off a corner. And of course, if I fail to do that, we're going to have to discard a random player from our squad, which is not going to be fun. But okay, let's now pick our second centre-back. Now, of course, you guys know that an Arsenal player has got to be here. And I'm talking about Gabriel. Arguably the biggest corner merchant in football. He's already scored 14 goals from corners. And I think he's going to surpass Van Dijk's total easily. But the crazy thing is this corner tactic that Arsenal have, it's highly dependent on Gabriel's movement. And because of this, Arsenal are going to end up winning the Premier League, bro. I mean, that is just insane. We've never seen corners being used this efficiently.
You all laughed at me. You're not laughing now, are you?
And of course, we needed to put Gabriel into the team. Now, heading into the goalkeeper spot. Now, initially, I was considering Anatoly Trubin, but then I realized he scored that crazy header off a free kick. Instead, bro, it was Alisson, who for a goalkeeper had one of the most iconic moments, scoring a 95th minute header from a corner. Okay, it is kind of funny how we have two Liverpool players. I was expecting this team to be all Arsenal. In fact, for the right back spot, we are going with a player who's got a Liverpool past, but of course now plays for Real Madrid. I'm talking about Trent. Unlike Gabriel or Van Dijk, Trent was not one to score from a corner, but he's the one to set them up. A lot of the Van Dijk headers, they came off Trent Alexander-Arnold's perfect balls.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And also, Trent has had one of the most iconic Champions League moments from a corner. Kind of pains me, this one, because it was against my favorite club, Barcelona. And there goes Trent Alexander-Arnold into our team. Now to complete our defense, we just need a left back. Now, actually, for the left back spot, it was kind of tricky, because there's Marcelo, who's a good choice, but he wasn't that consistent. And to be honest, there were other Real Madrid players taking corners more often. Alex Grimaldo from Bayer Leverkusen is a smart choice, but again, not that consistent. And Marco, again, his delivery from corners is pretty elite. But come on, when we've got Roberto Carlos, was there ever any doubt? He's one of the few players who's actually scored off a corner, literally directly into the net. This was back when he was playing for Corinthians. He's also had crazy moments with that left foot of his, directly scoring off volleys from a corner. Without a doubt, Roberto Carlos is getting into this team. And oh my days, what a defense. I'm just hoping one of these players can help me score a corner, man, because I don't want to be discarding players, especially that Roberto Carlos. Now, to kick off our midfield trio, we're going to go with a very underrated player. Someone who hasn't really gone to the highest level of the sport like Champions League or World Cup. But at this particular art of taking corners, I don't think there's many better, if any. I'm talking about James Ward-Prowse. Literally one of the most iconic set-piece takers the Premier League has ever seen. He's had so many moments from corners where he's delivered pitch-perfect balls. Had to put him into this team. But yup, that does mean players like Kevin De Bruyne miss out. He was incredible with corners too. I guess the thing with KDB is that for a long time, he played with the City team that didn't have a striker. So that way he kind of missed out quite a few corner goals. Could have gone with Bruno Fernandes as well. Incredible with corners. Probably has supplied Harry Maguire with quite a few. I like Xavi as well. He was good with set pieces. But Barcelona Corner quite often took the short corner route, so that kind of disqualifies him. But Toni Kroos, on the other hand, he's had so many iconic corner moments, not only for Real Madrid, but for Germany as well. But also, Toni Kroos is one of the few players who's also scored directly from a corner, an Olympic goal. That's gotta get him into the team, and so we're buying his foot birthday card. 91 rated, bro. Costed me almost 1,000,000 coins. And that is now our second midfielder. By the way, totally forgot to mention that even James Ward-Prowse has scored an Olympic goal. That's now 3 players in this team that we've got who've scored directly from corners. And I think we're going to be adding a few more in. Especially because the final midfielder we're adding literally had a movie about just how good he was with dead balls, bending it like Beckham. And of course, the man himself, David Beckham. And again, he's now the 4th player we're going to add into this team that's directly scored off a corner. But not just that, Beckham has had so many more iconic moments for Man United, in big Champions League nights, all from a corner, by the way. He was so good at delivering the ball precisely where it needed to be. And yep, there's no way we're building a corner team without Bex himself. And that's now the midfield complete as well. Now, before we pick our attack though, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. Trying to get this channel to 300k won't be possible without your guys' support. Now, before picking our first player, we are going to make a change to the formation, a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. That's because for the corner merchants team, I think it would be a lot smarter to have 2 strikers. But first, let's pick our cap. Where crazily enough, Zinedine Zidane is an option. And that's only because in the 98 World Cup final, Zizou literally scored 2 headers. I mean, in a World Cup final to score not 1, but 2 headers. That is crazy. But also, I feel like he's not really known for scoring off corners. He didn't take corners all that much as well. Instead, though, I am going to go with a Brazilian, Ronaldinho. Now, you might be thinking, why Dino? Well, because he's the 5th player in this team that's actually scored off a corner. I mean, come on, if you scored an Olympico, you should be getting an entry into the team, man, because that is such a difficult thing to do. There was one player, though, that I thought should have gotten into this team as well, Angel Di Maria. He's actually scored a couple of Olympico goals, but I just was not able to fit him in. If there was a 12th man option, I think that would be him. But now for the striker spots. Gotta start with Cristiano Ronaldo, the most dangerous aerial player in the history of the sport. The amount of goals he scored from corners is crazy. The most iconic one that I can think of was when he scored against his former club Man United. Bro leapt like 2 meters in the air to win that header. It was crazy. Anything to do with headers, man, and we've got to include Cristiano Ronaldo. There you go. And now time to pick our final player. Now I could have put Mario Mandzukic here, Miroslav Klose, Olivier Giroud, but the one I've gone for, Didier Drogba. Because come on, man, for Chelsea, 2012 Champions League final, Drogba jumped the highest, won the header, scored, and he's done that countless times against the biggest oppositions. He was a physical specimen, and no surprises that he was so good in the box for corners. Had to put him in. And with that, though, we've created the most dangerous corner merchants team ever. I'm kind of surprised that we only have 1 Arsenal player in here. Maybe I should have found a way to sneak in like Declan Rice or Bukayo Saka, or even Julian Timber sometimes pops in with goals. But again, I just don't see how we fit them in. Let me know in the comments what you think about this corner merchants team. But now I've got to prevent myself from discarding one of these players by actually scoring a corner. All right, boys, all we need to do is score a goal from a corner. But first, we need to be earning corners, and I don't know how we can reliably get ourselves corners. Well, I guess I can take power shots and force myself to get corners that way. But come on, let's try taking these set pieces with David Beckham. It's good. Drogba, we won the header, but not good enough. Power shot, and that should get us a corner. This is corner number 2 now. Let's again try it with Beckham. Maybe this time putting it deeper into the box. Oh, this guy moved his keeper in. What a rat. Okay, finally we have our 3rd corner, which I'm thinking I'll take with Trent and just see what happens. Good delivery to the box. Didier Drogba, that was it. All right, we've got another attempt. Trent Alexander-Arnold, oh, come on. Second off now, and remember, if I fail to score from a corner in this game, I will have to discard a player. Ronaldo, and come on, we finally earn a corner. Come on, Dave. Come on, Beckham. It's good. But come on, everything just gets cleared, bro. Guys, we've now got a corner in the 90th minute. I'm not taking this with Beckham, bro. He's let me down so far. Let's give it to Toni Kroos. But this guy's brought his keeper out, man. What a rat. Although, let's try something here with Kroos. Maybe I can pull something off. It's so bad. Okay, we still have the ball. Toni Kroos. He needs to get this cross in perfectly. Ronaldo, why are you not moving, bro? Okay, we still have it. David Beckham. Crossing it in. Ronaldo's header. Oh, it's wide. We could have completed the challenge there. You know what? I do now have a newfound respect for Mikel Arteta. I don't know how he pulls off these haram ball tactics, but now I'm gonna have to randomly discard one of these corner merchants. All right, Wheel, just put me out of my misery. Who is it going to be? Please don't be like a big player. Van Dijk or Trent? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. It's going to land on Trent. That is such a relief. I have no issues with discarding Mr. Corner taken quickly. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, click here to watch another one.